What's up, guys? Back in today with another reaction on the channel. Today I'll be reacting to the first episode of The Ghost in the Shell, which I'm really looking forward to. Just a heads up, I've never seen anything from the series. I've never watched any of the anime movies. I'm not sure if it initially started with a movie. I think it was initially a movie. I remember seeing something about the name just kind of stands out to me. Ghost. Um, Ghost in the Shell, something protocol. I can't remember what it's called actually, so maybe it doesn't. But I've heard a lot about the series, not in terms of what it is, but this is something that I heard about. It's kind of along the same lines of Evangelion, of like it transcends kind of the anime barrier and popularity. It's something I heard about before even really getting into anime. This like Evangelion and a few other things. So and yeah, never checked any of it out. Never even seen the live action American movie. Um, which has got Scarlett Johansson in, so that they clearly kind of even Hollywood seem to put quite a bit of stock into this series, which is quite unusual. Um, so yeah, looking forward to it. Again, I don't really know what to expect other than it's going to be sci-fi, I believe. Yeah, looking forward to it. Hopefully, it won't be. It is a remake, so it should be kind of new viewer friendly. But hopefully, it won't like be too much of kind of expecting us to know the main series. I will have to get to watching the main series at some point. As I said, I've heard that those older films and series are an absolute classic, so definitely gonna have to check them out at some point. I've seen like clips here and there, but I've never seen like a full like yeah. It's all the done. Oh bloody hell, it's going fast. Micro Machine bases. So this is set in a couple of years from now. However, as I said, I know that this was made a while ago, so this is set a couple of years from now, but with the knowledge of people like 30, 40 years ago, I'm going to assume. It looks like a monkey. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that guy on the left there is orange. Akudantella. Bro's got a suitcase as a weapon. Oh shit. Movable eye as well. Far East trade move. Why does this guy look so much like a monkey, bro? Oh shit! We're gonna kill that guy. Holy crap! Tell him to glitch. Oh fucking hell! So she's not with them. Okay. I'm liking the soundtrack. But yeah, I remember like seeing like on Twitter. There's like some like famous clips of I think one of the older movies with some like really cool looking, um, like is it biomechanical kind of like animation that looks really fucking nice. Motoko. So we're now she's now the target. Okay. Okay. Pretty good start. Looks nice, doesn't it? And again, the soundtrack feels kind of classic. But yeah, I think there's going to be some really cool like stuff like this, some really cool like visuals with the Again, it almost reminds me of like Alien in a way, like series like that, or some like some really cool like sci-fi visuals and yeah. So I can't lie, I was never really a fan of sci-fi movies when I was younger, but as I've gotten older, I've much more enjoyed the genre. Probably why I didn't check it out earlier. Sensitive content. So as I said earlier, I feel like I've seen like a scene with like some nudity in with her where she like trades parts or something, like looking at her like internals, which was really like it looked really phenomenal. In one of the older movies. But yeah, that's about it. So it might sound I don't know if it sounds bad, but I wasn't expecting her to have so much personality from what I've seen. But yeah, overstimulating. Yeah. So as I said, I haven't seen anything for this series, so I imagine a few things are just going to go like right over my head. There's already quite a lot going on. And what happened to you? Is it? I feel like I might be thinking. I think I'm thinking of Mission Impossible actually, but is there not a movie called Ghost Protocol? Ghost in the Shell, like Ghost Protocol, like something like that. I remember hearing about that a little bit. Go on Google quickly. Ghost in, if I can. Ghost in the Shell movie. I'll type in, I guess. So yeah, there's the live action movie, but I'm talking about like the animated movie. I can't remember what the name of it is. Is it just called The Ghost in the Shell? I swear there was a different name to it. Or like an additional Armored Shell Mobile Unit. I swear there was something else. I don't know. Maybe I'm just making things up. Maybe I don't know why I seem to be mixing up Mission Impossible. I think I'm thinking of Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol for some reason. But yeah, there's already a lot like going over my head to be honest with you. I imagine this is a lot more consumable. I don't know if that's the right word from someone that's already seen the series. But even like the intro, it went over this stuff very quickly. So I will just go back to this very quickly. A growable neural chip that was made in Harima Science City. Its cells are dying due to excessive growth. The fibers have grown to terminals composed of galactose-infused polystyrene. I don't know what that means. Derivatives, distorting the thin membrane the terminals are printed on. Same month, cyber brain technology begins shifting to a micro machine base. Cyber brain technology. In 2028, the neurochips are widely used in robots and AIs. So I imagine these neurochips are like human brains condensed down to chips or something like that. As I said, I wasn't expecting our main character to have so much personality. I was expecting her to be very robotic. Um, so I can assume that she's got like a full kind of mechanical body, but a human chip, a human like brain chip, I guess, and she can let people kind of into her memories as we saw a minute ago. In the near future, electrons and light race back and forth through corporate nets that blanket the globe, but the notions of nationality and ethnicity still cling to life, despite the spread of technology. A strange corporate collective state lying in a corner of Asia is what we saw here. Okay. But there's still like racism and stuff, which is nice to know. Uh, but yeah, the scene we just saw here, she can like let people into her brain. See, I'm not sure what this like ghost protocol stuff is. Ghost line. A ghost line. What do you mean? What's a ghost line? So yeah, as I said, there's going to be quite a bit kind of going over my head here. I think, isn't there? So I get like the notion of like a brain dive, but I don't get this ghost stuff they're talking about. So that's like a danger line. So if someone was to like hack into her, there's like an area that if those hackers go past, that would just kill the hackers, and that's like the ghost line. Is that meaning that they'll turn into like a literal ghost if they go past that? I'm going to assume that a very literal thing. But yeah, as I said, you might have to bear with me. Apologies, guys. There's quite a lot already to like take in here. Like we're moving at a pace, like bloody hell. Um, Ain't no slowly explaining anything so far. And I don't mind that, to be honest with you. I don't mind that. I mean, if I was a long term fan of the series, I'd want that to kind of be the case. Kind of like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood in a sense. So we're going after a hacker that can kind of hack into someone better. I'm glad you acknowledge that as well. What the fuck? This is sad. Eat your fucking slop, kids. Eat your gruel. That kid is literally balding over there. Jesus Christ. Hey yo. Jesus, bro. You fat bastard. Double dipping like that. Bro didn't even eat the hot bowl he had already. Fucking hell, guys. Brother. That's just fucked up. What's gonna happen to this kid? So I like the design of these things. They're really cute, aren't they? These things have like personalities as well. Oh, they're inside them. Okay. But yeah, I love the design of those things. They're really cool. So what? This guy can like. I mean, he's clearly like special. He can like link to other people as well or something. I don't know. I don't really fully understand at this point. Do you have to spank him? Very high spec for an orphanage. A ghost. What's she talking about? I don't know what she's talking about in regards to her ghost. The ghost of her human? No, I don't know. I don't know. Fuck knows, brother. Fuck knows. Okay, just go with the flow for a minute. Ooh, Jesus. Yeah, that's pretty weird. Um, so these ghostless puppets are kind of like just like android robots, kind of tools. So the ghosts are like a kind of personality, a kind of like it is maybe what they spoke about in that intro, that kind of like chip that like embeds like maybe like a part of humanity or like a human brain or something. So there's a clear difference between just like a android robot and then the same kind of being but with a ghost chip, I guess. So this lady was just like, yeah, she didn't really have like a humanity in her, which is interesting because she's got quite a lot of personality. Again, I don't really know what to like make of it. I kind of want to Google, but I don't want to spoil myself. Um, I guess I can look it up a little bit after, but yeah, sorry. If you guys are probably like familiar with the series, it's probably everything I'm saying here probably sounds incredibly silly and stupid. So apologies. I'm just trying to kind of come to terms and understand things. Yeah, pretty damn good start though. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Yeah, why did they purposely make the blood red? It shows any color. Weird. I was got with this guy. Guess this guy should have listened to him. Oh shit. This guy's now in control of that one. And they're all getting fucking hacked by this guy. Holy crap. So he's a ghost controller. So these ghost controllers can like hack into other kind of mechanical beings, I guess. No matter if they're controlled by a ghost or AI. Seems like a very dangerous guy so far. This guy's ruthless. Fucking up everyone. Yeah, what kind of fucked up world is this? Like you have people go into your head like this. Not like that myself. It was a dummy. Oh shit. Damn, that's some bloody armor piercing bloody bullets right there. Holy crap. So yeah. As I kind of expected, like again, I still don't really like fully get my head around this, but I would expect that individuality of this ghost that again, I'm probably referring to it wrong, but this kind of ghost of like your personality or whatever semblance of a human brain that is would be the most valuable thing to you. So as I said, it really sucks the fact that you can just have someone like hack into it like this. Like that's really kind of fucked up. But I did kind of expect it to be the case where that like that is their life in a sense. Like as long as they've got that chip, they can just maybe move it to like another kind of body or whatever. So um, their whole value of their whole life, this chip. I'm gonna assume. I mean, this guy here is Megan. I wouldn't bother on that. But, I'll put the timer, whatever. But yeah, that's definitely something I'm gonna Google. Like, what is a ghost controller? I don't want to get spoilers or anything, so I hesitate to do it. But I definitely want to know more about these kind of things. Fuck, I know. Just gonna leave me here. That's like a slug. It looks like that slug from Berserk. So that's that ghost infiltration key at work that we saw that security guard using. Hmm. Sorry, I did just kind of miss this bit. So after that whole intro part, she did end up like working with these kind of guys, which I guess we happen like off screen or something. And now she's not going to be. But yeah, pretty good first episode. Even if a lot of it went over my head, and I didn't understand portions of it. I feel like there's a part of me understanding, but like just the like finer details aren't there just yet. We very much might look into them as the series goes on. I mean, we've got plenty more episodes to go, but I do just want to actually look up a few things after this of like how it all works, because I'm really interested in like, again, I get like the kind of general premise of the AI and like the human brain being like a part of like a ghost chip or whatever, and that guy who we fought there had like an infiltration key to that. I actually what did they say? Was it a ghost controller and what was the other thing? Infiltration. There was an infiltration key and ghost controller, so they're separate. So ghost, the infiltration key to initially infiltrate, and then the controller to control the person, is what we saw with that guy with like the spider kind of mecha unit. He got infiltrated and then controlled. Okay, that makes sense. Again, I imagine this all seems very easy to understand for anyone that's seen the main, like the older series stuff. I assume it doesn't feel awfully complicated. It's just like there's a lot of stuff thrown at us here. But yeah, really good start. As I said, I love the kind of personality to it. The sci-fi elements are really cool. But I can expect to see even more of like really cool visuals and stuff regarding that. But yeah, the action was nice. The soundtrack especially really stood out. I think the soundtrack was really good. But yeah, what we got here? Super Spartan Junk Jungle. Oh, that's a nice bit of artwork. I like that. As I said, I've seen a few kind of bits and pieces of the old anime, and I love the kind of style of it. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. As I said, I am just gonna like Google a few things, but really solid premiere episode. Really solid. As I said, it definitely like no holes barred. Like it didn't stop to explain much of anything, which again I don't mind an awful lot. I can just kind of like look into it myself, and I imagine it will delve deeper into this stuff in the future. But Ghost in the Shell. So just off the name of the series, Ghost in the Shell, a husk. It's like a human in a husk, I guess. Standalone complex. That was the thing I was looking for earlier. Ghost in the Shell. What is a ghost? I'm gonna type in. I don't know if Reddit's the best place for it, but better than shitty AI results. Um, remove as much living tissue as possible from a human body and replace it with machines. The ghost is what is the minimum necessary for one to be oneself still. So it is the absolute minimum humanity left. Hence why it was so precious to that guard. It can also be described as the fundamental soul of a living being that defines human beings, which machines and robots and the AI, like we saw earlier, don't have. They kind of spoke about that girl that kind of died. She will just get like a new code and kind of essentially. It kind of reminds me of what was it? I forget off the top of my head, but weird kind of thing to bring up here, but Borderlands, the pre-sequel, and this like AI called Felicity, which is like a AI thing. It's just like got a code, and yeah, if any of you guys have played that game, you probably get what I'm saying there. So yeah, Ghost is kind of easy enough to understand. What is uh, what else did I really want to find? To be honest with you, again, I'm kind of okay with most of it. Like, there's lots of stuff I don't understand, but like, I kind of get the kind of general gist of stuff. What was it, like a ghost infiltration key? I mean, it all just kind of explains itself, to be honest with you. So yeah, I won't look any further just to actually kind of like beware of potential spoilers and stuff, because that tends to always happen when you look up stuff regarding this. But again, really solid episode. Very much thrust right into things. The action's great. I think the character designs are really unique and cool. Definitely looks very different to what I remember seeing of like the older stuff. But I've heard that this is very accurate to the source material. Again, I could be wrong in saying that, but stylistically, I think it's really good. Again, I didn't expect them to have this much personality, but now I know about this kind of ghosts, kind of humanity stuff. That makes a lot more sense to me. I assumed that she was just like a robot AI thing, whereas no, she's actually got some humanity left. Is actually this girl who seemed to have a lot of personality herself. Is like the kind of robot cyborg thing. But yeah, really, really good start here. Again, plenty that went over my head. But yeah, looking forward to seeing more of this, that's for sure. Let me know what you guys thought about this first episode, though, down in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys. It's going to be hard to not look up stuff after I'm finished recording here, but I'm going to try my hardest not to. But yeah, leave a like on the video if you guys did like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date with these weekly reactions. And I'll catch you guys next week with episode 2.